Someone is about to die because of your prayers not reaching them in time. God has sent this urgent message that cannot wait even another second longer. The Almighty is begging you to listen for just 1 minute, because a precious life hangs in the balance right now. Only you can change what is coming for this person who desperately needs divine intervention. God's angels have been trying to reach you about this individual whose soul is preparing to leave this earth. You have exactly 1 chance to prevent this tragedy from happening. The divine realm is breaking all heavenly rules to warn you at this very moment. The Creator needs you to act before it becomes too late forever. This is not a coincidence that you are receiving this life-saving message right now at this exact moment. God has been watching this person's life force growing weaker and weaker each passing day. The countdown to their final breath has already begun ticking in the spiritual realm. Your actions in the next few hours will completely determine if they live or die tonight. God is stepping in because this death would absolutely destroy multiple families and leave countless people heartbroken. The Creator cannot bear to watch this preventable tragedy unfold when He knows you have the power to stop it. Your spiritual awakening and connection to heaven is the key to saving this precious life that means so much to so many people. Divine intervention is happening through you, right? Now because God has chosen you as His instrument of mercy. The Almighty has been preparing you for this exact moment when someone's survival depends entirely on your faith and prayers. What you do next will echo through eternity and change the course of destiny itself. God wants you to know that you are not carrying this heavy burden alone in this fight for someone's life. The Almighty is surrounding you with His most powerful warrior angels right at this moment. Heaven is creating a shield of divine courage around your heart as this truth unfolds before your eyes. You have been specially chosen as God's instrument of life and healing in this desperate situation. Your prayers carry more power than you have ever realized or understood before tonight. This revelation will transform you into a living vessel of divine mercy and miraculous intervention. The Creator is placing His own life, giving power directly into your hands and heart right now. Trust that God's healing energy flows through you like a river of pure light and restoration. The Almighty is preparing you to become a miracle worker who can call down heaven's power to save lives. You are receiving supernatural authority to stand between death and the person God is asking you to intercede for. No force of darkness can stand against the prayers of someone who has been appointed by God Himself as a guardian of life. Your faith is becoming a weapon against death itself. The Creator is filling you with His own breath of life, so you can breathe healing into someone who is fading away from this world. God is now ready to show you exactly who this person is whose life hangs by a thread tonight. Someone very close to your heart whose time on earth is running dangerously short. The Creator is pulling back the veil so you can see the spiritual battle being fought over this precious soul right now. You have probably noticed signs that something was wrong but did not understand what they meant. This person has been more tired and weak lately than they should be for their age. They have been complaining of strange pains or health issues that doctors cannot fully explain or treat properly. You have seen them seeming sad or hopeless about their future in ways that worried you deeply. Maybe they have been talking about feeling like giving up on life or wondering if anyone would miss them if they were gone. They might have had accidents or close calls recently that scared everyone who loves them. This person has been mentioning dreams about deceased loved ones who seem to be calling them to come home to heaven. Their eating and sleeping patterns have changed suddenly without any good reason. They have been withdrawing from family and friends who care about them most. You have noticed them staring off into space like they are seeing something invisible that you cannot see. What is really happening in the spiritual realm is that dark forces are trying to claim this soul before their appointed time. Evil spirits have been whispering lies into their mind about being worthless and unwanted. These demons want to steal this life early because they know God has important plans for this person's future. Their guardian angel has been fighting day and night, but needs your prayers as backup reinforcement. Negative energy has been systematically draining their life force like a slow poison. They have somehow lost their connection to their divine purpose and reason for living. Spiritual attacks have been weakening their will to survive these difficult times. God is revealing that your connection to this person is not accidental or random. Your prayers could become their spiritual lifeline that pulls them back from the edge of death. The Creator has mysteriously linked your faith to their survival in ways that science cannot understand. They trust you more than they trust anyone else in their entire world. Your love and support have become their anchor to life when everything else feels hopeless and dark. You have been given spiritual authority by God Himself to intercede for their continued existence on earth. The Almighty is showing you that you are their last hope for remaining in this world. The critical window is the next 24 to 48 hours, when their soul will decide whether to stay or go to heaven. Medical intervention alone will not be enough to save them from what is coming. Only divine intervention channeled through your prayers can reverse this process of spiritual death. Their guardian angel is waiting for you to join the fight for their life. Heaven is holding its breath to see if you will answer God's call to stand in the gap for someone who cannot fight for themselves anymore. The Creator needs you to become their voice crying out for mercy and healing. This person's destiny is connected to yours in ways that will be revealed after they are saved. God has plans for both of you that can only be fulfilled if they survive this spiritual attack. Your faithfulness in this moment will determine whether a miracle happens or a tragedy unfolds. Tonight, God is orchestrating supernatural events right now to save this person's life from the grip of premature death. Healing angels with golden wings are being dispatched directly to their location with orders to restore their failing life force. The Creator is personally overruling the enemy's evil plan for early death and destruction. Divine doctors from heaven are working alongside earthly physicians to bring about complete restoration. Their guardian angel is receiving supernatural reinforcement from an entire army of heavenly warriors. This rescue mission is happening because God knows they have important work to finish on earth. You are learning to become a powerful channel for God's healing power that can reach across any distance. Your faith is activating miracles in their body, mind, and spirit that will amaze everyone who witnesses the transformation. The life force that was slowly leaving their body is being restored completely by divine intervention. The Creator is turning back the clock on their physical condition and returning them to perfect health. Every system in their body is receiving supernatural repair and strengthening. Their will to live is being renewed with heavenly hope and purpose. God is proving that His power over death is absolute and final. When His people pray with faith and authority, God is beginning the complete healing process for this person. At this very moment, as you listen to these words, every single cell in their body is receiving direct divine restoration and renewal. This life-threatening experience is teaching you about the incredible power of intercessory prayer that can literally save lives. Your healing prayers will be supported by all of heaven working together as one mighty force. You are learning to recognize when someone desperately needs spiritual life support before it becomes too late. The Creator is developing within you the faith to stand in the gap for others who cannot fight for themselves. God is showing you how to create a prayer shield that protects people you love from spiritual attacks. You are understanding your important role as a spiritual guardian and healer in your family and community. This experience will make you sensitive to when others are under similar attacks. The Almighty is placing within you the ability to discern between natural illness and spiritual warfare. Your prayers are becoming a weapon that can break chains of death and destruction. This person's healing will be proof of what God can do through someone who believes completely in His power. You are being transformed into an instrument of divine mercy that brings life where there was only death approaching. Divine protection is being placed around this person permanently like an invisible shield that death cannot penetrate. Healing angels are being assigned as their ongoing guardians who will watch over them 24 hours every day. Their life purpose is being renewed and strengthened with fresh vision and hope for the future. God is extending their days on earth for important work that only they can accomplish. You are receiving the precious gift of healing prayer that saves lives and performs miracles. Other people who desperately need your intercession will be guided directly to you by divine appointment. Your home is becoming a center of miraculous healing power, where people come for prayer and restoration. Lives will be saved through your faithful prayers and unwavering faith in God's power over death. The Creator is establishing you as a prayer warrior who fights for others in the spiritual realm. This person will become a living testimony of what happens when someone refuses to give up hope. Their extended life will bless countless others who need to see that God still performs miracles today. You and this person will work together to help others who face similar spiritual battles. God has a beautiful promise of life and complete restoration for this person whose death has been cancelled by heaven. They are receiving total healing and renewed purpose that will carry them through many more years of blessed living. Their death sentence is being overturned by divine decree from the throne room of God. Years of healthy, productive, joyful life are being added to their timeline starting right now. The Creator wants you to pray this moment to seal this healing with your faith and love. Say these words with all your heart. God, I stand in the gap for this precious life. Restore them completely and let them live to fulfill their divine purpose. Trust that the Almighty will honor your faithful intercession and answer this prayer immediately. Their life is now secured forever in God's protective hands. Death has no power over someone covered by prayers of faith. Amen.